Hello everyone, welcome back to Luigi's Mansion. I'm Tyler.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Josh.
In this episode, we're gonna finish up Area 1, which, that's actually a pretty short area, as much of the game is actually pretty short. But first, what we're being warned about here is portrait ghosts. Portrait ghosts are just ghosts that look different from the normal ghosts and have like 100 HP, rather than a random variety.
Yeah, they're basically bosses.
Basically just mini-bosses, yeah.
Oh yeah, mini bosses, because there's the big boss ghost at the end of each area.
Yeah, the big boss ghosts are actually kind of hard, and I only die once in this game, and guess what part I die in? Actually,
Where?
I kind of want you to guess. You know Big Boo, King Boo, spoilers, he's the final boss. He gave me a really hard time when I went up against him. The first time, anyways. The second time, I owned him. One thing you're going to want to find here is there's a piece of cheese on the ground. And if you zoom in on that piece of cheese, you're going to get free stuff. Free money, technically. Right there.
Yeah.
Now,
golden
was
mouse
there a Game Boy? Was there an actual Game Boy with a camera?
Yes, there was. There was the Game Boy camera, but it wasn't attached to the Game Boy.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure someone made a Game Boy Horror before, so it looks kind of like this. This ghost, the only way you're going to ever be able to attack him is when he yawns. Then you're going to want to vacuum up. They drop pearls, as you can see, and you're going to want to make it so that they at least drop 90 health when you're vacuuming them up. Or else you're not going to get the gold rank against them, which does pretty much nothing, but it's still nice.
It's basically this game's version of achievements.
Yeah. And you're going to want to watch out for that pink mushroom there, because it's a mini mushroom, and it'll make you small, and you can't vacuum anything up. For a temporary amount of time.
Yeah, it's very annoying in the middle of mini bosses, or even regular bosses.
I don't think you can... they're in regular bosses, but watch out for some of the doors here, because they are actually fake doors. And they will hurt you if you try and open them.
Yeah. You can actually tell which ones are fake and which ones are real, because if you suck in with the vacuum on the doors, the real ones will shake and the fake ones won't.
Yeah, and if you press Y to check the map, it'll also show that there are no doors there. So, watch out for that as well.
You know, these ghosts don't seem like they're hurting anybody.
No, they're not really hurting anybody. Whenever I forget what the movie was called, but you know that song that goes da-dun? I think it was Psycho. When he comes up behind the ghost and he just attacks them for no reason. Well, except for to get keys, maybe.
You know that music? Are you thinking of Jaws?
Maybe Jaws, maybe... I don't know. I forget what the music is called, or from what movie even. But yeah. That's one thing you're going to want to watch out for, is sometimes what you have to do is use the control stick to move back and forth while fighting the ghosts. And if you point the same way as them, you'll go towards them. But if you pull away from them, you'll pull them towards you. And that's one thing you're going to want to do in this game, because if you don't do that, you're going to get hurt a lot. And you probably won't do a good job of it either.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Luigi, how do you guys feel about the new Mario Bros. 2 Wii U Luigi thing?
New Super Mario Bros. U... New Super Luigi U, you mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of fun, but it's hard.
Mm.
I think so, anyways.
I was going to say, for the year of Luigi, the premise seems to be based on Nabbit.
Yeah.
Rather than Luigi.
I'm guessing the year of Luigi was just kind of an afterthought, and then they realized, wow, a lot of these games seem to have Luigi in them as a pretty major character. Why don't we just call it the year of Luigi? And then, conveniently, Luigi's 30th birthday was in it, so that worked. And here's our first major boss ghost. a baby.
Yay, babies!
What you got to do is just vacuum up this ball and shoot it at his face. And that's the boss fight there. Not really, actually. What really happens is you end up in a crib. A really big crib, while the baby's really big, too.
Yeah.
This is quite atmospheric, I must say.
Yeah, this is kind of a weird boss fight in a way, but I kind of like it because of the baby motif and how it has rocking horses, and he uses his rattle as a sort of a conductor thing. And one thing about this game is the Hidden Mansion. It's it's basically just an extra mode. But in the PAL version of this game, Jeff, you could probably get this version, this game, and there will be a harder mode in it called the Hidden Mansion. It's in our version too, but it's not as difficult as yours. In the Hidden Mansion, you got to get more collectibles to beat the game, and the bosses are much harder. This game, in this boss fight, things go a bit faster than normal, and in the third boss fight, you gotta ride the Luigi's poltergust rather than how you normally fight bosses. And there's just other hard things to worry about in the Hidden Mansion on the PAL version. So if you plan on playing this game on the Hidden Mansion, you're probably gonna have a tough time.
Yeah. I actually kind of wish I could play that version, since I like Luigi's Mansion so much, but I can't ever have the experience of playing it on hard mode.
Oh, yeah.
Well, real hard mode.
Well, the Hidden Mansion was kind of hard.
Well, not by much. Like, in the NTSC version, like, what even changed? Like, barely anything.
It's basically how fast you can vacuum up ghosts is really what they changed.
Oh, yeah.
And if you try and stun a ghost, you have to stun them really quick. Like, you'll stun them and then you have to vacuum up really quick, or else you're not going to be able to catch the ghost right away.
Yeah, so basically all the ghosts are just harder.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and in the PL version, the boos have more health.
Yeah.
This boss is just kind of repetitive, as you can see. What happens is, it's basically just a 3-cycle thing. He'll throw rocking horses at you, and then he'll throw balls at you, and you gotta hit him in the face, and then vacuum him up, and then you just gotta rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
So, when they announced Luigi's Mansion 2, were you guys actually really surprised that they actually did a sequel?
Yeah, I was, actually, because Luigi's Mansion is probably one of my favorite games.
I was surprised because I thought they had forgotten about it.
I don't think they forgot about it because the fans really were complaining about how there was no Luigi's Mansion 2 for a long time, and then they're like, oh, we should probably get on that.
Well, I'm thinking like the spin-off games. I know definitely one of the Mario Kart games, Luigi's Mansion, is an actual level.
Mm-hmm.
A racetrack, so...
Yeah. I think the racetrack you're talking about is in Mario Kart something. Mario Kart DS.
DS?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be remade in Mario Kart 8 also.
Really? Oh, no, it was remade in Mario Kart 7, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mario Kart 7 had the 3D, some DS levels in it, too.
Yeah, I just got the games confused.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, this is how this works. It makes portraits, ghosts out of portraits, really. And it can work backwards. Anyways, Josh, you were saying something?
Oh, I was just gonna say that I'm pretty sure there was a mansion level in Mario Kart 8, like shown in the E3 trailers. And I thought it was a Luigi's Mansion, but it was actually in 7, so it's like a completely new mansion level. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that actually. Oh yeah, huh. And this is the ranking system. This is how you can tell how good you've done on Ghosts. I got a gold on Chansey, which I actually thought I would have gotten a bronze. And this money becomes important later in the game. You're going to want to get a lot of those jewels, too.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it for this part. In the next part, we'll head on to Area 2. See you guys then.